Kia ora and welcome back to the channel. I'm Elvie and today we are doing a sketchbook tour. This one is a random sketchbook. It's by the Rooster brand, but it's made out of bamboo. So it's been a bit of a rough book. I'm not a huge fan of this paper for watercolour, as you'll soon see. But I did fill it up nonetheless, though it was quite a struggle sometimes just to pick it up and use it, which is always a shame because you want to enjoy using your sketchbooks and stuff. To start it off, I did this painting of me and my siblings. It's quite a sweet photo. I do like painting, but this paper, the front cover and the back cover are slightly thicker than the rest of the book, so it sets you up for false expectations. Next up we've got this one, which is a photo of me and my dad when we were younger. This one was just with gouache, which I quite like, and this one is a very rough watercolour painting, mainly using a flat brush of a rugby game I went to, which turned out quite fun. These pages I never got back to. It was originally going to be some gouache paintings, but I felt very uninspired, so I just left them bright. We've got these ones. So we've got a coffee machine up here. Got a lot of compliments on this one, which is surprising since to me it's just like another painting, but it was really sweet hearing everyone say they like it. Got some flowers. These are rhododendrons, and then me with my cousin once removed. Got some paintings here. I think this one is one of my favourites in the book, the plane. It just worked out quite well. And then this is using a pen that was on its last legs, and same with the takahe. The pen was running out, so it was very light to sketch. Got this one, which was just a sign at a train station, which I thought was quite sweet. And then this is a painting my friend did. I've got quite a few friends that make a feature, which is really sweet. This is another friend. After work, she did a painting and I did my daily drawing. Then I got a kombucha to try. These are by a few of my friends. I do some hikes with these guys and they're really lovely. And I was like, you guys should do some painting. This was at an airport. This one is with my left hand, but only using one line. And then this one here is using my right hand. So I was just playing around with it. And I painted with my right hand too, so that was a bit of a challenge. This is just somewhere I walked right before I got to the airport, with a beautiful arch bridge, and then a red panda from memory, which didn't turn out too well. Got this from the airport. I quite liked how angular it all was. And then this is a drink I tried. Got some flowers. This is now in Poland, in Krakow, so I went to a cafe. This is just straight paint on paper, and this one I did a sketch underneath first. This is the same thing, so this is with my right hand and this is with my left hand. These are paintings that a few friends did. I think they did fantastic. Another friend did this one. This is all still in Poland. A random we just met did this one here, and a friend did this one as well, and this one, and then this is mine. This is the next day. I did this just at the hostel. There was a cool plant. I actually do quite like this one. It surprised me. Some chocolate I tried. Quite like it. I do love coconut though, so it makes sense. And then this is just a bottle of water. A random building spire. A sketch I never ended up painting. I just didn't feel inspired to. One of my friends, she did a painting in here of a dragon. This is just still in Poland. This is a tower where there's like a castle. So I decided to paint that. And then this is what a friend painted as well. And one of my friends also drew out this one. This is my own. This is in Krakow. This is a view from where the castle is. It was quite a sweet photo, and so I was like, you know what, I'll try paint it. I actually do like the painting in the end, which is nice. And then this is my boyfriend. I decided to try paint him, but I hate the paper, and I gave up. Someone said they like it, but I don't quite like it. I feel like the colours are quite muted, and I couldn't build up the values as much as I wanted, which was a shame. This is a doodle spread. Just experimenting and using some bright colours, because the colours in the book flatten quite a lot. This is now in Slovakia. There were these really cool chairs, and I quite like how the flat brush kind of added some interesting lines and textures. And this is, I think, at the same cafe in Slovakia, if not the next day. These are some photos from Slovakia. So this is just a building with a power line, and then this is just a tram, because the trams are really cool to see. This is a doodle. It was quite a fun doodle, just kind of playing around with colours and lines and stuff. And I think this one surprised me, like I quite like it. And then this one here, I also do actually quite like. This is still in Slovakia. It was just nice flowers sitting on a table. This is a statue in Slovakia. And yeah, turned out okay. And then this is just a doodle. Kind of looks like a horse or a fox here. So I didn't end up doing a drawing on it because I quite liked how the red looked on it. So just kind of experimenting with some more abstract stuff in the book, because I didn't care for the paper. I really struggled. I was going to do a video talking about the paper, but I didn't in the end. Like, I can see how this would be nice if you're using pen and ink or like just pencil, but it's not as good for watercolour. Got this one here. These two I actually don't mind. This is a quokka. It's quite cute, quite sweet, very simplistic, and not trying to overcomplicate it. Using the pen a lot. And then this is a red kite, which is quite a lovely bird as well. And both of these I quite like. Got a penguin as well, which is quite cute. And then a axolotl as well. Axolotl, sorry. Got a few. This is the same place in Austria. They had quite a cute cup design, so that's that. This is still in Austria. So this is just table spread and a kind of bridge I went under on a walk. Very basic, but it's kind of fun. This is just cleaning the paint, because my paints were getting quite muddled and crazy. So I decided to just go crazy and paint on some paper. Some green tea, very nice. Drank a lot of green tea while I was away. I miss it. Got my MP3 player. My cat in a box, a photo from home. Very cute angle, so I tried to paint it. And then I won a free bottle of mayonnaise with a photo of me and my friend on it in Austria. So I also tried to paint that. Some tulips. They were beautiful purple colour. And then this is me and my boyfriend in London. We went to a gig together. This is just a cafe I went to in Prague. Kind of like a bay window with some cushions. It's quite sweet. This is at the airport in Copenhagen. There's just some people doing security, so I tried to paint them. And then a bottle of water was the drink that I had. These two are just some sketches. This is of my sister. We had a lovely call and I really missed her, so I decided to draw her. I actually quite like the sketch, and I'm glad I didn't go back and paint it. Same with the cat here. I tried to do another painting here, but I didn't end up liking it, so I just moved on and drew a hot chocolate I had on the plane. Got one of the best tapes to ever exist, a working out Barbie tape. Tried to make it all colourful and fun, as it should be. And then this is just a musician I saw in London, so I decided to draw them. This is a statue in Prague that was really cool. It had like a soldier and a horse, and I actually quite like the drawing of it. I think it turned out quite charming. Just someone's living room with disco ball, a dog. Turned out pretty cute. And this is the dog's bowl. Flower, kind of a very dried up flower on the windowsill, and then my cup of coffee in the morning. This is from a voice, this one's from just my family group chat of my cat, and this one is from I think it was a Zoom call, a video call with my family, and she put the camera to my cat's face and she looked crazy. So quite charming. This is just a vase of flowers. And then this is the core watercolour set, just some doodles, I hadn't done any swatching in the book, so I thought that'd be quite fun to do. And these are the Slovakian watercolours. You can see that beautiful cerulean granulating out, and the very weak payoff from the magenta, and a perfume bottle running empty. It's a beautiful soft pink tint to it. These are the White Nights granulating colours that I bought. I did a swatch of them down on the paper and drew over them. This is a photo of my cats, a rock wren from New Zealand, and then just a photo from Austria. And Amy Tangerine colours, a doodle set from Schminkel Wooden Paint. It's quite fun how kind of dark this one is. This is just a photo from a walk amongst some trees, and then a mouse that was found in a mouse trap. My mum just practicing people faces. I actually think the face turned out quite well here. And then my dad, who I don't know why, but his face I really struggled to capture, so just practicing him as well. Cats, more cats. Quite sweet drawing, and this is from Slovakia, just a sketch from a photo. This is now in Edinburgh, so I've got a couple from the same cafe, and swatching out some colours I bought for my travel set. And then this one I think is surprisingly one of my favourites. It's very simplistic but effective. And then this is the sign, which if you're on my Instagram you might have seen this part way through, but I think this one turned out quite lovely. And then this one as well, I quite like. The Scottish flag. And then I was originally going to sketch over this, but I quite liked how different, I don't know, I quite like it like this. You can see, you can't quite see it on the camera, but there's a bit of granulation and interesting things going on the colour, so I decided to leave it. This is on a walk I went on, very basic sketch, but this is just at the summit. And then this is just a doodle. This is at a cafe I went to. Quite like how there's the halo around the lights. I was trying to build up the colour, but it didn't quite work out. And then a car with a tree behind it. This is at a different cafe in Edinburgh. That's the coffee, and this was on the table. Quite a cute wee sheep thing. And this is at that same cafe, and on a walk I went on. Took a photo of the sign. Quite like the clouds in this one. I think that turned out quite lovely. This is some sheep on a hill. And then a photo from my brother of a bird. I quite like the grey separating into its red and green. These are some sketches at the airport. So this is a random lady with her luggage. And then this is the view out the window of just like a hill, some trees, and the start of the runway. And there's some randoms sitting down. They were minding their own business, but I quite like how it turned out. I think his face especially, I was really happy with. Another random just doing his own thing. I was going straight in with the paintbrush and doodling, so it was quite a fun exercise to try out. This is the same with this woman. Went straight in with the ultramarine. I think that's my favourite colour to do this kind of thing with. The tubes of paint that I bought in Edinburgh. I actually quite like this. It's very simplistic but effective. And coming to the end now. I've got me and my dad on FaceTime. And then a dog. And the last two, it's just on the plane. They're very bright. But I actually quite like this one. This is just the person in front of me on the plane. And then this one is just the person across from me on the plane. And they kind of match, which is lovely. But yeah, that is all. That is the sketchbook all done. And now I can go back to using beautiful cotton paper for the next foreseeable future. But I hope it was still enjoyable looking through the artwork from the last month. I started this, I believe, yeah, the 5th of May, and I finished it, I think it's the 14th of June. So just over a month to do the sketchbook. I had a lot of help from some friends that were really wanting to try some painting, which was lovely. But now I can do some more paintings of some birds in this book, and some more watercolor videos in my new cotton sketchbook. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun watching it, and I will see you guys in the next video.